Oh my god. All right. So last we left off. This is gonna go well, everyone. This is going to be going wonderful. My
Should we restart?
dear God. Yeah. Cut. All right, everyone, positions from the top.
Yeah, script ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the scripts are very important. Gonna be all right. So last we left off, there was some action movie stuff happening. Effectively, Boris rocket jumped an APC, which I'm now going to try and get to be a thing in broadside. But I actually told them about the rocket jumping vehicles. Anyway, there, after having escaped this horde of smaller demons and winged creatures, and you came to a split in the road where Cassius was not really told, but remembered somehow the way. And as you approached this destroyed part of this post-apocalyptic world, a giant creature rose from these buildings, taller than the buildings itself, floating upwards. As it moved closer to you, the buildings seemed to simply crumble to dust under the weight of entropy. And in fact, it made eye contact with the most observant among you, also being Cassius. It reached out, pointed a finger, and you saw as Cassius simply rotted away in parts, taking a good chunk of him into oblivion. So there was a certain incentive to leave, and so you did. Driving through this urban landscape, this is where the rocket jump happened, going off the road. A tunnel was found of some kind in between these buildings that led to a completely different place. An open, sandy landscape, but not the black sand of Severnus. No. White sand and strange, gnarled arboreal growths that surround this place. At the center, a large tangle of these strange alien trees. It is there that you felt safe enough, not being pursued, and getting out of the vehicles, assessing the damage to one of the brave vehicles that survived some time in the horde, let's say. You realized that during that fight, you had shown some things to these people, to these rangers that accompanied you, and they want answers. So, you've already somewhat started to try and explain yourself, but not well enough to truly gain their trust. They have their weapons trained on you, and are waiting a good explanation. It is at that time that Cassius, and there's some background noise for Boris, by the way, when Cassius again didn't hear a voice, but remembered that the path to safety, the path to leave here is through unity. And we must work, all of us must work together to achieve this. So, that is where we are. So, you'd already said basically that, you weren't from another city, that you had arrived here. You tried to explain magic to them. You tried to explain that the head talky thing. But yeah, so in this, they are still very nervous. Some of them are still quite wounded as well, especially from the back vehicle. And so the captain is still waiting.
So, you want the whole story then? Well, I'll give it to you. And Nolan, with the keen mind, will start reciting the whole summary. A long, long, long time ago, 4 strange worlds far away were thriving with magic. There was the world of the bears, the world of bunnies, the world of ponies, and the world of the merfolk. Blah 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 blah
Shut
blah.
him up, will ya? We don't need to hear about fucking ponies. What the fuck is going on?
I'm trying to explain
Nolan,
history.
Nolan, use a dwarven version.
Ah, oh, okay.
Do we know
Uh,
there is a dwarven version?
Very, very long. No, you don't know there's a dwarven version, but a very, very long time ago, worlds of magic were happy. Shadows wanted magic too and fought. 4 worlds went kaboom.
A gunshot is heard and a bullet skids past Nolan's feet.
I will move and stand in front of Nolan
Can someone else
if I
try?
can, with my shield. Not my
What?
sword drawn, but my shield up.
What my friend is trying to say is that we come from another world, and this world and our world are connected through portals and whatnot.
We, technically speaking,
Xerin,
Dario, we are from a different planet.
yes. Well, your leader called Kirkserin on our realm is the most evil guy there is.
See them turn to each other. Some of them put their weapons at the high ready to, and still you see these little dots where the weapons are pointing.
We don't mean any harm. We are trying to figure out what he is doing. Because that great big dome you're all safe in is fueled by the souls of those he kills in our realm.
Okay. All right.
You wanted the blade truth? That's the truth. We don't know
Make
what
a
he's doing. We don't know what he's achieving. We're finding out.
yeah. Make a persuasion roll. Tell you the DC 12. Extraordinary claims requires extraordinary evidence. You're just, as far as I'm concerned, what you are is just smarter beasts and demons than what roam around here. And
That's because those things that use magic, are all after to get you. In our realm, everybody uses it, everybody has it, and it's only the wielder that's evil. And in our world, Kirkserin uses very high level magic to do evil. We're not evil.
so,
It's the
and
same as
what
with
did
your
he?
guns. Your guns can commit evil, but you can also use it to protect your family.
And they are magically imbued. Sorry to say.
Some of them like check the guns for a moment. All right, and what did the administrator do? What did Kirksarin do in your world? You say you're stealing souls? Is that even a thing?
Oh yes, he killed hundreds of thousands of people. He gathered their souls into a stone and he fuels the big dome to prevent the 4 gods trying to unleash their wrath upon your city.
And
Can you
so
handle the truth?
they're still a little unsure. And so why are you here then? To kill him?
We're
We
not sure.
want to know what's going on. Yeah, we're not
We
exactly as Dara said. We're not sure.
we entered the portal without knowing what we were going for. We knew this planet existed. We knew there was, well, there were some evil things or eerie things going around, but we did not know what to find. We knew there was the city. We didn't know there were 12 million people inside it, brimming with life, or that he, well, controls or leads. Those 12 million people are important to us. We will not do anything without knowing the consequences.
I get the sense that the question he asked is to might be to give feedback to the administrator. Do I feel this in his expression?
Okay, make an insight roll. And Dario, you can roll persuasion again. DC a
even
little
just regular
lowered by
curiosity?
what Gord said. Okay.
Ooh.
Well. So, Nolan, I'm going to check here for a moment. I do have things. So, what you see is these rangers are highly strung. You yourself, the adrenaline still, you just escaped hell, right? There was a giant monster, demons everywhere. The guys who were in the back car aren't really paying attention. They're nursing their wounds. They have they're bleeding and they have like rashes from the poison that they got through. The adrenaline is right here. They are in combat mode. These are soldiers. These are trained soldiers, and they are right here. They are now suddenly in calm, and they are coming down from that adrenaline rush. They are not thinking clearly. They want simple answers. This is why you got a bullet to your feet. The mention of Kirksaren and the fact that he's like most of them, it just passes through them. It's not information to them, right? This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Your enemies, your demons, you're pretending to be human or whatever you are. This doesn't add up, right? Literally, fucking imagine just now, tomorrow, elves are walking the street and you're like, oh yeah, we're from another world. Bullshit. But in a few of them, they're starting to think. Not the captain. The captain is still very much locked onto you. And it's one of the medics that turns around from helping one of the other soldiers. And he just looks straight at you, Nolan and Dario. Who's the watcher? You guys show up the day he goes away. Why? What's going on there? And you see the captain just turn around and doesn't leave the gun, but her head turns.
It's
And
hard to how
Cash,
to explain.
you shut up. This is not about that. And Kesh just looks and, nah, we're here because of that. Otherwise, we wouldn't have sortied. These guys show up. The big one goes away. There's a lot of things that aren't that enough. We've been asking that for a really long time. There's some shit happening. I've heard some really weird stories about kids just suddenly like fire in their hands and shit. I've been hearing that.
Do I see markings in their neck or body or hands?
You see tattoos, but you don't see anything that could be relating to any sort of demonic marking or whatever.
Well, he's right. It's not a coincidence. Those two red eyes at the sky you've always known. It wasn't. It used to be a man, long, long time ago. Somehow he got more powerful using magic, but he was, well, there was only one emotion going through him: anger, revenge, anger, revenge. We took it away, that emotion, and well, he's not on this planet anymore.
When he left, he
He's
went, and you see a little bit of commotion here. And
left.
the captain just, so that's what you are, huh? Is that what you're saying? You guys did that to that thing? So
Yeah,
you're
he's
just
changed.
pretending to be this?
No,
He's
he was just looking for his wife, and his wife was on our planet.
we connected both of them.
That's all right. We're leaving. You can stay here.
Sure.
But
Go
we're
ahead.
fucking leaving. We're going in here. We're just, you're from this place. You'll figure it out.
We're
And
not from here, but you need us to survive.
Cassius, and at least Cassius, who else? I think Dario, you start noticing as well that as they are moving towards the cars, you feel things moving in the sand. Things are moving, and like
Boots are flying,
snakes.
and I fly a little bit up.
And
Oh, nee,
you
of ik
hear,
bedoeld.
yeah,
Yeah, me.
you had the boots of flying. So activate them again. You start floating. The guns go up with you, and you hear. So only Cassius and Dario at this point. You hear the creaking of wood.
Something's coming.
The
you guys
phrase
hear
I
this?
remembered
the
is
tree-
that's just
tree.
me, right? Nobody else heard that. The whole
No, you did
path
just
to
you.
unity. I'm just gonna yell out: the path to unity is to oneness. We have to be unified, or we cannot be here.
Starting off for calling our administrator the only one that's been keeping us alive for years now, a genocidal monster. Well,
Yes.
you're not gonna get a lot of unity out of that. And at that point, you guys now as well, as they're moving away, the weapons still high. You see one of a branch that emerges and coils are starting to coil around the wheels of the vehicles. And this tremor, this almost low hum goes through the sand, and all the little sand particles just shoot up for a moment in a circle from the very center.
Hmm.
Are you guys doing this?
No.
We're gonna start shooting if you don't let this off.
It's a
We
damn
are not
tree.
doing this.
It's a tree.
What is
somehow.
it, Cassius? You said something. Do you know more?
I don't know. I remember, but I don't know why.
Okay.
I'm worried it's because of that idol you've had me take.
Ah, yes. It's connecting with you. I will once more say in Celestial, we know you are here. Show yourself.
Seen it.
All right. So, religion roll for Nolan, and I will say a persuasion roll for either Dario or Cassius.
Cassius, go ahead.
All right.
As another tremor goes through the sand. Okay, not bad. And Cassius, you said all of that out loud, not through the mental link?
Yeah, no, I said that out loud, yeah.
Okay. And at that point, you will actually hear Kesh again. Sir, we're out in the middle of nowhere. These guys have been helping us. There's no reason why they would be And another one, no, they're leading us. They led us to this place. Now there's roots on the fucking tires. Just get an axe or something. Just start clearing it. I don't know. You see, like, the branch slowly move like a snake's head towards one of the rangers. Like, none of the papers and none of the training said we're gonna see some fucking grooves. We're gonna see some fucking flying birds. But this. What the fuck is this shit? So you see them, like, there's cacophony. There's like disorder amongst the rangers. When Nolan, you hear this creaking sound, and from the very center, something starts to form from the branches that is in the middle here, and you see this emerge.
That looks
Okay.
friendly.
And I will say to the others, follow our lead if you want to survive. Join hands.
It's currently standing there, and it has a menacing face. It's taking, like, the more it is looking at all of you and staring, it is correcting itself and becoming more and more humanoid as it is observing you.
I will grab Dario's hand.
I will reach out and I will put out one other hand towards the rangers because he's next to me, and I'll see whether or not.
Yeah.
Do
Look
not
at the
shoot
look at
I'll-
the thing. We
I
need to
will-
work together.
Yeah, join hands.
I join hands as well. Do I see
Sure.
anything hostile coming from? Last time this
Well,
happened, I lost my clothes. I'm just saying.
long
That wasn't you.
you see that the sand here is starting to somewhat fall away, and you realize that this is only a very thin layer of sand. Underneath is a veritable floor of wood, and Boris is transmitting a lot of loud noises.
Yeah, sorry.
So you see this canopy almost underneath the sand of these roots, and you see now that all the vehicles are being lifted up in the sky, and the rangers, the captain is holding. All right, there's panic here. You can feel it, but not a shot has been lost yet. Not a shot has been taken yet. All right. You've helped us so far. We need to get through this alive.
That's our goal.
That's the only thing that matters right now.
All of us.
Join the fucking circle. Weapons down. And you see them very reluctantly put down. And the thing in the middle is still just standing there. They all join. And now you all hear in your heads. I'm just going to... This drone, this strange cacophony of sounds now going through your skull, resonating through the wood that you're standing on. And with that,
to Dario, you're the druid, so do your thing. It's a tree.
I've never seen this before. This is not nature. This is religious. This is divine. This is beyond me.
Nolan hears in his head Cass's voice saying, "Is this the Xene stuff, or is this different from that?"
This is the first time in my life. I have no idea.
That's terrifying. Because Nolan is like, oh, no, this is clearly the Beelzebub 5000. I've seen this 1,000 times. I've read about this.
Is there
Yeah.
something in the scrolls or religion of Helios concerning this kind of woodland beings? Or am I stretching now?
You know of incursions, you know of the four, you know their names, but not what they were. You know them to be avatars of destruction, elder gods that ravaged the world, and that, in part, Helios came to being, was shaped primarily to combat this. But Helios was, of course, also older than that. But there is no description of what they once were. With that,
So it's another god.
it is. And this one is now speaking, and in the cracking of wood, in the sound of a breeze, the ruffling of sand is being translated in your mind to a language. And through, you can hear now, all of you, it speaks and says, "We are the keepers of the banished one, the absence of the three. We are all that remains of what once were the earth, water, and nourishment. We are Ulsh, absence. We have found one to represent us. One who stands for rot and decay, for rebirth from dross." And you can see this thing creaking and cracking and looking to Cassius.
I was hoping
What?
it wasn't me.
Yeah.
Oh, Zine.
We are but one facet. You bring those touched by Nos and Irt. You are plentiful in Ga. You come from other places that have not felt the embrace of the banished one.
No,
What?
Nolan.
There you go.
So, like, I've just asked Nolan, the banished one, the banished one. It recalls something. I've heard this before. Haven't I?
Wait, have you?
Doesn't it have something to do with Ante, his
Hmm.
compatriot?
I think this is far older.
Older.
This, I believe so. I will just
What?
say, Ola Sadari.
The creature's stands up. Who speak in the words of Trahas. We are not of them. We are what
Right.
was left behind when this world died. You see now that everyone's hearing this, and some of the rangers are pale in the face. One of them has fainted. One of the wounded ones has just gone under. As this is like someone is speaking with a loudspeaker in your brain. This is not comfortable. This is not, it's not painful. It is just oppressive. And with that, this creature looks first at Nolan, and there's a squint of the eyes, and you can again see it's shaping itself more and more to look like you. Like it seems like to shape a armor plate and a helmet on its head. Like it's trying to understand the shapes before it. And it then simply says, "You have come from a place untouched. Why do you tread these dead sands?"
We wish to learn of this world, and there is something going on here, and we wish to learn what happened so we can protect our world from it. Perhaps help your world. Perhaps there is still hope here.
Yes.
And I will approach him with a bag of good soil I have with me, 3 magical beans, and my flask of fresh water. And I will approach him
Okay.
halfway, and I will offer them separately.
Okay. So
There
Gord,
is still life, magical life in these. Perhaps
all
they
right.
can give you hope.
I will say, Gord, you can approach about till here, and I will say this is good. You don't need to roll for this. It reaches out as it bends over slightly and reaches out with a hand. But halfway, a hand emerges from the sand as it's reaching for you and extending forwards. At that point as well, with no regard for the ceremony of it, you hear the captain yell, Do these people serve you? Do they serve the Severn Sands?" And this creature then pauses for a moment, but the hand still reaches. Gord, very gently, from the hand itself, it sort of falls apart, and there's too many fingers one moment and too little the moment. You see branches, you see gnarled branches and roots, and then
Is it dead
little.
wood or green wood?
It is brown, it is drossy, it's cracking and breaking and forming again. It seems to be holding shape, but it really shouldn't be bending this way. It's being forced. And the moment little branches reach for the things that you are holding, is there anything else you're doing? Or you're just letting it take it?
I'm letting him take it. I do not want to activate myself, but I want to offer it as a gift.
Yeah. So they very gently, very strangely, these tendrils of wood grab the flask, grab the soil, and 3 piece together the beans are being taken. And this is gentle. This is ceremony. This is surgical. That this is moving, and it is being lifted up in the sky, and branches are turning to roots and a trunk as, again, nothing like any sort of tree you've seen, but they gnarl together into this altar almost. You, touched by the first to awaken, touched by one who would escape the swarm, bring Ir nos Nga to one who worships Bulsh, the absence. We are the shepherds of the other 3, even though they have left us long ago. Perhaps their voices shall ring through this land once more. There is a moment where the creature looks at the captain and the other rangers, and it's as though she gets hit by something and grabs her head and throws off her helmet and just screams. She falls to her knees, and so do several of the other rangers. And she looks at her hands, tears off her glove, and there is a symbol on it. Several of the other rangers also do the same thing, have the same reaction. Pull off their gloves, and you see different symbols, but all representing the symbols of Xene.
Mm. Yeah.
It's getting to them.
What is? I don't notice anything. I look at myself. All of them. I thought they were safe in the dome.
We're not in the dome.
Well, of course not, but so fast.
Yes. The four are reaching from the sky, grabbing on to anything they can to gain influence.
The four, but he says that the other three has left. Have
They're
left.
not. Those are different ones.
So different ones. He speaks in riddles. It speaks in riddles.
I believe it speaks about the elements of a planet, water, earth,
But
and 3 of them have left.
so there's only
As you're speaking, the creature, you can tell something is changing. It's holding up the offerings that Gord gave them, and the flask of water is uncorked, and it runs down some of the branches that have been reaching out. The beans themselves seem to be sprouting, and you see leaves coming from them. And then the earth itself is being dropped to the ground, and where there is sand, now it is being turned back into soil. There are runes being lit up around these branches, and something is definitely happening here. You start hearing running water. You start smelling sweet soil, and this is starting to grow from the center. And the captain's just standing there without helmet, her gloves off, still staring at the burn mark that is forming something on her hand, and just staggering. What's going on? I remember things. Why am I remembering things? I don't know these things.
countdown is a creature getting to you, getting to your mind. It's not yours. It's other memories. The memories.
Suppress it. Don't fight it. Don't
Of
let it
Xene.
do that.
The creature then speaks again to all of you. The absence is the shepherd of the others. We cannot exist where the other 3 are. We have allowed them to return. We now. And you see the large creature just falling apart, the dried wood crumbling, turning to dust as it falls into a pool of water that is now forming in the middle, everything collapsing in and of itself. And a world is starting to change around you. This thing vanishes.
I will walk forward as well. Oh, what?
So
Taken
You
along a
bring the
lot.
tanks.
Hang on.
Nolan, if I understand correctly, this thing was, well, because of this thing, water wasn't here? Or
It's
the
not
elements
because of this
weren't
thing. I
here?
don't understand fully. I believe this planet, just as our planet, but this one has been robbed of their resources, the elements that once were here, to create a
Yes.
living world. And
Yes.
apparently only one is left. But one has been banished. Where it has been, where it has gone, I have no idea. I also have no idea which ones I have left, which one is still here. And I will just kick the sand. I have no idea.
Can I try remember
Yeah.
what Nolan is talking about?
Yes, you can make a religion roll with advantage.
Not sure if I should be happy or not that it's with advantage.
Okay. So, Cassius, you, of course, know this. Don't we love the Lovecraft?
I am the second smartest party member after all.
This is true.
No.
Now it
Damn
is.
you.
Yeah.
You didn't
You-
think I was gonna forget that.
Yeah. You remember going to temples. But this wasn't Cassius the human. This is a memory for something else. You remember the single blade of grass, the first vision you had in worship of nourishment, Ga. You also remember the water temple, dedicated to Nos, and earth, Ear. And of course, the warning of the banished one, of absence. When all three are gone, so shall be the end of Dizine. And it came to pass that such a thing, as prophesied, came to be, and it is then Denzine turned to magic, the force to banish the absence. And so your world was forced to bring earth, water, and nourishment back to it when it was already gone. And eventually, those gods were forgotten themselves. They were still carried along with the souls of their people. These are not referring to the four. These are referring to long-lost gods of what the people of Xene used to worship.
This is like a sub. You have the four, and then under Zine there are the three of nourishment, earth, and water.
I will say that it is likely these were worlds. These were people. There were cultures and gods. They all became one within the avatar of Xene.
Mhm.
And now here, in a place where nothing else remains, where these demons fought, pieces fell off and manifested on Severnus. And this creature you just saw was that representative, that avatar of the banished one, of the absence that now thrives on a dead world. But Gord just brought the other three back.
Cool.
And you
But they
see
worship the elements.
it's spread. You see now a river forming. You see soil growing. You see these gnarled trees still as they are. But the wood is starting to lighten and look more vibrant. The ranger
How
is still
scary
standing
thing
there.
I remember with Nolan.
Yeah.
If
Yes,
only
but-
to calm him down from not understanding.
What I don't understand is if a normal bottle of water and 3 magic beans can create a livable soil, then why did our geomancer use thousands of souls to create a habitable place?
I think it sparked a bonfire. It just needed maybe a spark, and this world still has something in it.
I don't think he knows this. What we see now before us, I don't think he knows.
I don't have any markings on my hands, do I? The way those
No?
soldiers do.
You get the sense, Cassius, that you are still somewhat protected in that respect. Or you are interacting with something divine. And oddly enough, not as distasteful, but still, there is
A degree of
Basi-
separation.
a degree of separation.
Can I take flight and inspect the pool in the middle if there's something beneath the water?
Okay. You fly above it, and as the water is coiling, this isn't.
Meanwhile,
Yeah. Cool.
in the meanwhile, I will just activate my lantern of revealing and come closer. Maybe this helps Gord.
Gord, make a perception check. Or you can do investigation if you want. If you want to spend a little longer.
My perception is wel beter, maar investigation is grondiger, denk ik.
I want to get
15.
rid of the jeeps linked to my avatar. How do I do this?
What?
If I move Nolan, I also move
Oh.
the 3 jeeps.
Can you just
I
not
didn't
deselect? Just draw a little square in somewhere where there's
Ah.
nothing.
Ah, yes. Okay.
So, Gord, you fly over. The Rangers are just stunned and looking at each other as, like, from the center now, this river is starting to flow in this space. You look down and you only see roots that are in this dark coiling water, which is a different color than you would expect. It looks a little greenish and not as clear as it might be. These roots still go down in as far as your dark vision and even the light of Nolan's lantern can see. And it is moving like tendrils, more so than static wood. And you see it spread and crawl out from this place. The soil as well. It is dark. It has a pungent smell to it. It is very strong, and I will say, Dario, it feels, well, it smells a bit like home to you. It isn't as corrupt, but there is definitely magic imbued within this. This is not marsh, but it's the drier parts of the marsh it might remind you of. And this is spreading out. You also notice the sky now. The place where you are is starting to change and fade back to the sky of Severnus. And you realize now again that you are in this urban landscape, no longer in this endless expanse of sand. It is starting to fall apart, the illusion that was here. And you see this mass of tangled wood at the center. The water flowing, the soil growing, and the tendrils of the wood starting to spread out and take over. You see the buildings around you are being covered in vines and being torn down. You hear the creaking sound of wood as something is starting to shape a tower. Something is rising up from the depths here now. You hear rumbling of stone and soil as water pours off of it. And before you stands suddenly, in mere seconds, a temple with the 3 runes of soil, of earth, of water, and nourishment that are banded together. And you hear chanting. You hear these shapes being formed, these piles of debris and wood are now starting to shape themselves in humanoid forms, and they are starting to take your appearance. They are mimicking your forms.
While this happened, could I be filming this with a cell phone for like 20 seconds,
Sure.
and then I will send it to the group of journalists.
Dat is zeker AI, jongen.
Hey, I critically rolled a 20 on the cell phone, so
Yeah, you know shit. So
I don't know.
there's a radio contact through. Okay. Nolan made a TikTok, everyone.
Yo, it's your boy Nolan out here in the wild.
Yeah,
I'm not doing a selfie. No,
yeah.
no.
It's just like, hey, check this shit out.
It's
6,
real.
7.
It's real, man.
Yeah,
It's 6, 7. Huh?
yeah. It was the greatest
No
revelation this city has ever seen, but Nolan's yapping just ruined the vibe. Okay. Okay, yeah. So you film the entire raising of this temple. And the rangers are looking at each other and are slowly moving towards the temple. They're not holding their weapons. Their weapons are at their sides, and they're not speaking. They're just gobsmacked and starting to walk towards the temple.
Well, they've been taken over.
Do I see anything
where's-
particular or special around the temple or something that catches my eye?
Where's the captain?
Captain's in the front of the people moving forward. Not all of them are, by the way. Not all of them are, I will say. So only like 5 or 6 of them. Or that's all of them. Let's say 3 or 4. Moving forward. The others are just, Captain, what are you doing? We're not... we need to leave. I think we're out. The thing is gone. We need to leave. Sir, we need... And this is just going on. Boris, make a perception check for me.
I would also approach them, to the guys going to the temple, to get them in my aura of devotion and see if that does anything.
Okay. Within 10 feet of you. All right. Yes. They stop.
Nice.
They stop in their tracks and go, I think we're safe in there. I think we heard, someone's calling to us to go in there. I think we should probably, and just, wait, what are we doing again? And just, you hear the yelling from the other, sir, move away. What the hell is going on? Boris, you peer. There is light in this temple. There are no doors, right? So this is shaped by wood. Gnarled tendril wood, and there is an altar standing in the center of the strange, gnarled place. And you see something lying on top of the altar. Something shiny, something metal. An odd humanoid shape is lying still on the altar.
I look to my party members and I say out loud, I guess we're doing this. There's something on the altar there, humanoids.
This
Um,
might be
Gonna
the
need to
first
check it
one
out.
to awaken.
Did I hear any of that? You're safe inside, go inside stuff, or was that limited to the
It's,
troops that were with us who had that compulsion in their mind?
I would say you're largely protected. You get some gnawing, like you're trying to remember something, but you're not quite. You're like something, yeah, at the tip of your tongue. But it's like, but this doesn't freak you out. You're not scared of it.
Okay. After Boris says what he says, can I look and see what
Yeah,
is happening inside? And maybe if I remember or recognize what's happening, because other
Yeah.
me has seen it somewhere.
you look through, and you also, I'll say, without a roll, you can see the same thing that Boris sees. You see the silvery metal shape, and you don't really know what this is. There is something, perhaps something that was made, something that was a sign, the final decision that set them on the path.
I brief Nolan about all this, saying like I don't recognize or remember this, but it appears to be a final decision that was made of some sort.
Well,
As I'm saying that, I realize I don't know what it means, but
No,
maybe you can make
You know.
sense of it.
you're saying the words, even though you don't like they're just
I
coming out of your
don't know
mouth at
where
this
they're
point.
coming from, but that just
Yeah,
feels right to say, whatever it means.
I would say, Boris, after you, let's find out. There's much to discover, much to learn.
Okay. I slam my mace against my shield and I start walking in.
Always with
This,
the loud noises, dude.
this might be the origin of magic.
so
I will walk in the middle so as much
Yeah.
people as possible are in my aura.
yeah.
Are we bringing
ev-
Get
the
Nolan in the
troops
aura,
with us, or
please.
are we telling them to stay outside?
Oh,
I
not
forgot
everyone is
about them.
going in. Stay with the cars.
I forgot about those. Don't leave them there.
So you're saying everyone goes in?
Do we want them inside?
Do we trust them not to drive off if we leave them outside?
The question is,
They're
do you
already
want them
gone.
out?
Like they
Do
just
you want
stepped in
them
and they're just gone.
outside? Do you want to have them outside? That's a question.
I don't know.
I
We'll see
wouldn't.
what they do.
Is this something where we all should go inside, or I should go inside because I am the representative, whatever that means?
I'm going inside, so
I will
You-
be close to the tree, but not inside then. And maybe with those who don't
Okay.
want to go inside, I'll stay outside.
Okay. So to be clear, Cassius is the representative of the absence, right?
and the
That's
absence is no longer here.
the absence is gone.
Yes,
'Cause
Yep.
that
because the other
was-
three are now here.
The other three are here.
So maybe he
Yeah.
doesn't go inside.
Yeah, does that mean I'm the bad guy here? I am the bad guy here then, right?
The tree cannot exist with absence present.
Maybe you're not the bad
Or
guy.
otherwise, yeah.
Yes. So you shouldn't be inside.
Yes. Yeah, that makes sense. Then I should stay outside so the three can continue to
Yeah.
exist.
And I shall join you.
Yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense
So,
to me.
all right.
Nothing makes sense to me. Nothing.
You started this gore. You started it.
I
My turn to
I
guess.
told you guys shit was gonna be Lovecraftian.
Yes.
This is Lovecraftian. If you
I'll
understand,
turn,
that's a problem.
I
Yeah.
get the gist of it. I get the gist
no,
of it.
I'll turn to Cassius. Say, well, after 2 weeks, you're starting to catch on.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't know what my voter base's interests are, and apparently I'm a representative of sorts now. So
Yes.
what am I campaigning for here? Void and entropy?
Of the
Yeah.
Vote
rangers,
absence?
who is going to
Yeah.
who of them is going inside, and which of them are going to stay with us?
So I will give them names now because we do have names for them. So it's the captain, right? I will say the driver, Halen Strix, and the gunner, Riodan, are all three of them marked now by Xene. And each one has a mark. So I will say the captain is a representative of Earth, Hale and Strix of water, and Re of nourishment.
En dan was er
There
nog
we
een
go.
vierde en hij weet we niet of...
And the fourth is absence.
That's absence, ja.
That's
That's the fourth.
me then, I guess.
I guess is a
Possibly.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, with that, you enter the temple, Cord keeping the three rangers safe. And you see this shape lying on an altar. It is a bright metal, like almost aluminum esque, very brittle looking shine to it. It is laying there on this altar made of wood and stone and metal. There is water that is running through grooves on this altar, so sourceless, but it is present. And it is completely silent and static. It looks very humanoid, but there are mistakes. The arms are not. There's no symmetry to it. The arms and legs aren't correct. There is no face. There is only a cowl almost where a face could be, but it is hollow. But it is not intended to be a suit. It is filled. The chest as well has got strange metallic organs that are exposed. You can look through. It is hollow inside, like the gnarled branches of the trees in this temple. You see these depictions carved in the wood of this temple that just a few moments ago was formed again. Here lies very intricately carved runes in this place, on this golem of some kind.
Does the humanoid figure remind me of the robots or statues we have seen before in the temples of Helios?
No, this is a weird organic design. It is not angled, it is all fluent and curved and, yeah, twisted.
And we heard chanting, you said.
Yes.
Do we see a source of the chanting?
No, it seems to have died out the moment you stepped inside.
Nolan will come closer, turn on the goggles, and try and inspect this thing from close up.
Okay. Go
In
for
his
it.
mind, he will be thinking, is this the thing that Kirksarian is looking for?
Okay. Roll the investigation.
Yes, oops. I closed my screen. Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh. Yuck. That bad.
You've seen a lot of technology. You've carried a lot around a lot of it. You've seen these things of Helios and all those things as well, the island and all those things. This is quite literally beyond you. None of this should work. This could have as just as well be an art piece. Like, this has no functionality. It doesn't make sense. The runes are alien to you. This is... And then you start to, like, stop in your thoughts. This is before anything.
Since I don't understand, I will cast Detect Magic.
Okay. So Nolan casts the spell. The rangers go, What are you doing? The wave of Detect Magic goes over, and like a wave on a beach, you see as the magic passes over this thing, all the runes light up and then dim again. And all of you realize the very moment it has passed over, Cassius, with your ways of perception, your reflexes, you are very quick in seeing changes. You did not see the moment where the golem went from lying down to reaching for Nolan and is now frozen 2 centimeters before it could grab Nolan's throat, but has now frozen again.
Cassius is outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, technically me and
you're
Daddy
outside,
are standing
but-
outside.
but you could see
I
something
could
change.
be doing this, and,
Yeah,
you know.
you can see something change. You're the highest in perception. Nobody else. You just saw this thing. Nolan cast a spell, and now this thing is standing right in front of Nolan, frozen.
I've seen this before. Don't blink.
That was fast.
Also, your
Nolan
detect
hears a
magic
voice
is
in his
gone.
head going, "Do not cast any more magic near that thing."
Can I blink?
Please respond quickly.
Yes.
Did it take a
If you do it
threatening pose, or
non-magically,
did
then
it
yes.
just- or did it
Sorry,
just
what?
move to Nolan? Did it take a threatening pose or an offensive action, or did it just move to Nolan?
Boris, make an insight roll. You see this thing. It's both of its arms are freakishly long, and it's reaching for Nolan.
Oh, additional question. Do we see anything with the lantern lit? Revealing the
Currently,
unseen.
not yet. No.
Okay.
So, Boris, you're trying to read the mannerism of something very alien that has no face, only has a suggestion of a head. You now see as well that the arms have changed length and have now reached for Nolan. But you don't feel that this was a threatening motion. This is a reach for help. This is panic. This is pain. This is reaching for a savior.
Does anyone know what this thing wants?
Am I
I'll
within?
take a
Hold up,
picture.
hold up.
Yeah.
How
yell,
far
"Maybe
away am I from the
some
thing?
water."
At this point, you're easily 120 feet away.
Because I'm looking for something. This is there.
I seem to
Range.
still have an amulet of. Do I see any indentation or rooms or something an amulet might
Can
do?
I move
Okay.
until I'm within 30 feet of?
Sure. You'll
the
have to
thing?
enter the temple. Yeah.
I'll do it, but I'll carefully do it.
Okay.
Just to see the moment I see the temple try to react or explode me from the inside because I'm the representative of absence or anything.
Yeah.
I
You do notice that where you step, the roots darken.
That's not great. When I'm within 30 feet, I will cast Detect Thoughts using my passive thing.
Okay.
Okay. And that is your ability, and that is not
the-
technically magic, right? That's your
that is my
psionics.
inherent feat. That's the telepathic feat that gives me the
Yeah.
ability to use that once a
Okay.
day. Yes.
So while this is happening, Boris, you wanted to do an amulet thing?
I
What do you?
seem to still have an amulet of Pelor that I found in the Temple of Helios in Septicum,
Mm-hmm.
and I am checking if I see any slots or openings or anything on the surface of the thing where I can slot stuff in.
The thing itself doesn't really have any slot or anything. It is more like tangled wires of aluminum, but you could place it on it or inside it. There's caverns and cavities.
I'm gonna try and push the amulet against its chest piece, right dead
Okay.
center where the heart should be.
Okay.
Nice.
Right when. So these were amulets of Pelor, correct?
Yeah, I found
Yeah.
it at the Temple of Helios in the
Yeah.
Septical. I think that's under the city where we were with
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
the Great Mage
Okay.
there.
Right as Cassius is casting Detect Thoughts. Okay. You, Cassius, as Boris is doing this, you hear this mantra being sung inside. It is beautiful, melodic. I'm not going to try and do it. There is this resonance, this wave of emotion, this recognition being kept by absence, now slowly returning to consciousness. More life, return. Simple words that aren't forming coherent thoughts yet. This is for 1 minute. Boris places it. And the moment he does, Boris, I do need you to make a deck save, please.
Oh boy, here we go.
Plus 3 met een aura.
Well, nice. I was
Yeah,
about to do the
same.
same.
Not
Yeah.
that it
I
matters
was about to
anything.
do the exact same thing, so glad you were doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's so 4 then?
Yep.
Uh,
A 5
alright.
5.
A 5. Oh, okay.
I'm
Oh,
going,
in
I
that
don't
case.
think that matters.
I'm thanking explosions again.
So Boris's hands and forearm are completely engulfed in glittering aluminum as it is the coils of the body twist around it and squeeze him. You are crushed and take 11 points of bludgeoning damage on your arm. As the amulet gets completely absorbed, and parts of the golden trim immediately spread throughout this body, and you hear just more. That's the one thought. Nourishment. That's the thoughts you get. That's all you get from
Oh,
the
that's
connection.
dangerous.
I am briefing this mentally to all my compatriots. Like, it wants more nourishment. Is it wise to feed it?
Boris, you are restrained currently, as you are being locked in together with this thing that just the metal became fluid, and again, in an instant, less than you can perceive, it grabbed onto you, and you are locked onto this thing.
That's
Try and break
dangerous.
out.
Sorry.
All right, so
Can I
we have
try
to
and
get.
break out?
Yeah, sure. Make an athletics strength saving throw.
I'll say, don't try anything magically.
Saving throw is +3.
Okay, so that's an 18. You and pull, and as a result, take another 6 points of slashing damage as you rip your arm and basically through your armor. It was locked, and you can tell you lose a few pieces of your armor, not to impact your AC, but it basically strips, and the pieces of armor melt and fall into the body, and it grows slightly.
This thing is dangerous.
You look divine sense of the Decay, is it?
Okay. You get a celestial vibe from it.
I'm grabbing in my bags, my pockets, and I'm going to throw in the rations we've gotten from
No.
the rangers. Because
Okay.
Dario heard it wants food, or he can imagine that the thing has been held for thousands and thousands of years by a thing that devoids it from everything it wants. And the first thing I would want after waking up is something to drink and something to eat. And since Cassius was saying about nourishment, I just throw in my rations and
Okay.
see if it even wants them.
Right. They fall to the ground because you don't have the best throwing arm, and you're not going to reach 120 feet. So they fall to the ground, and they vanish under the roots, and you see it being transported inside one of the roots, like a long esophagus, and it is reaching for the altar, snaking to the altar and disappearing underneath. And you hear this gnashing sound of metal as this thing starts to grow just a slightly bit more.
Whew.
So do we awaken the elder god?
Do we
or
want to
leave
keep
it
feeding
be?
this until it wakes up, or is
Well,
that bad?
I wouldn't necessarily start feeding it with what the resources we have, because I believe it will just drain us completely and not be satisfied. Um, yes, so it could also be dangerous since there is a city of 12 million people, which are potential nourishment.
I do get celestial vibes from this. Not inherently evil. It's
Oh,
might be an ally.
I'll.
It might be something
Is
good.
there any,
I don't think this.
is there anything you
All
want us to ask? I can ask in something in Celestial if you want. I-
Yes, you can try. Just
Any ideas?
how does this work? No, don't just start asking. Just introduce yourself and maybe ask if he needs something.
Okay, I will turn towards the golem, address in Celestial. I am Nolan Duskbrew. We are the Nolan of another planet. Are you hungry? How can we help you?
So, again, there is no point where it actually moves.
Mhm.
It is simply in your face. And still
Oh.
then frozen, standing perfectly still like a statue, but it is this close to you.
Even though we didn't use magic.
You are feeding it. There is no face. There's a pit here, but you hear sounds of gnashing metal, and you hear your words being reflected back to you, echoed back to you.
So, it literally feeds on anything, even information in the language it knows is enough to start growing.
Boris, you
I
wanted to do something?
Do I sense my internal energy being drained, or do I sense anything in my connection with Helios?
What connection do you want to make?
Just do I sense any energy being diverted, pulled away just by being here?
Hmm.
Do I sense a draining effect? Do I sense...
Right now, you can surmise that this is a temple of worship, and something is being reconstituted that feeds on all manner of things. Right now, not actively so.
So guys, we have a choice to make. Either we stay and we get this thing back booted up or whatever, or we bail out and we see what we do.
Well, the question is how much does it require?
It is actively draining at the moment. I think it's consuming. The longer we stand here, we're feeding it.
Are we feeding it? Oh,
Because I assume that I've seen it grow bigger even in the time that we are just talking and looking around.
It responded positively when we gave it magic or the amulet, or I'm assuming at this point my minute of
Yeah,
mind
I
reading
will
is run
say,
out, right?
as Nolan was talking to it in Celestial, even though you don't understand the words, it had a sense of longing, an emotion of longing, and being lost, looking for the source, trying to reach for what was the sensation, the emotion, the words. It was trying to find the source. You have a feeling that it doesn't quite have senses yet and is still waking up. It's reaching for what it can reach for.
Everybody else hears this in their head as I'm
okay.
basically translating it at this point.
So then can we assume if it grows stronger, it also drains us faster? Is this...
Perhaps it just
Has
needs
it
to
been
feed like
actively
that.
draining? It's just taken what it's given so far. Right.
Okay, so I will drop a pearl of power on the floor. So I don't need this thing anymore.
Hey, you got that from me.
Ouch.
That was a gift.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, it's very small in comparison to the 3,000 you gave me as a gift. So
Wait, no. That was a loan, Nolan. That was a
I
loan.
dropped
That
I'm
was
gourd on the
very
floor.
obvious.
This is also a gift.
I'm working
Yeah,
on a
just-
plan to get the money back, and I will wink to Cassius.
I just...
Oh boy.
So you drop the pearl of power.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And I will additionally say in Celestial, use this to awake.
The okay. I know exactly what's gonna happen.
I'm gonna die.
Again, no moment where it moves. Until you see that it's holding the pearl in 3 well-shaped fingers now that weren't there before. That look to be very much the same as Nolan's hand, but incomplete. Of old bony fingers. And you for the first time, see motion as it is placing the pearl inside the void where its face must be. And it is dropping it where an eye would be. And it is simply floating suspended in midair in this void that it calls a head. And it is now looking at you with your pearl of power.
I say in the meanwhile, Dario is way too intrigued and has been walking slowly towards whatever is happening inside.
Okay.
And I'm just going through my pockets and see whatever I have and just drop it. I'm gonna drop an amulet of proof against detection and location. So that's gone.
Wait, but that's
And
useful.
I really hope, for your guys'
Oh,
sakes,
no.
you're not giving it abilities that we're gonna have to count.
Yeah, that's always
I,
good.
Spinning it a lot
impossible.
of
We don't
times.
know. I'm going to drop a very nice black and golden tuxedo.
Oh.
I still have that.
Oh
And
That
No.
was also a gift.
People are
This is
getting
how he
rich.
gets rid of it. He
Don't
found a
understand.
magical shredder.
yes, I
How'd you get
found
rid
a
of that? I gave it to an eldritch abomination I did not understand.
If only we had a
Uh,
fucking
no,
plus
because
chart.
maybe it needs some clothes.
Yeah.
Frost charge, yeah, dat ook.
Yeah.
Un ramo
Good thing you no
force.
longer have the Pact Stone, eh, guys?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck. But there you
Yeah.
go.
If Black Linus was here, shit would have gone down.
Okay,
Oh
so
boy.
Dario, you see as you're moving closer. Um, okay, this is gonna be funny.
Uh-oh.
So you drop the amulet and you drop the suit.
Yes.
You also next to you hear one of the rangers. Just also, they're standing there still. Drop one of its weapons, one of the rifles, and all of these items are being picked up and taken by roots to the altar, where you now see these runes of non-detection coil around the entire figure. You also, because it was purely aluminum, now you see streaks of gold, and the legs and arms are starting to close up. And then you see these strange things, these mechanisms, these mechanical pieces shape the hands. And then a mouth forms,
Oh boy.
a combination that isn't quite. It may be somewhat elven, somewhat dwarven. Maybe there's a little bit of a stubble. and it attempts to speak this loud, sonorous as almost like a foghorn that blasts through this cathedral. And it looks at the reactions, and you see this one little pearl that works as an eye that is clearly staring at you. It looks at its own hand, and it reaches out, and you hear a gun fire as a bullet shoots away from one of its fingers into one of the pillars of the temple. And it is now slowly moving. You can see it move now. It is not just stepping. And it looks expectantly to all of you.
Again in Celestial. What are you? Who are you?
It responds the same words back to you, and then tones down the volume. And in Celestial, it will answer to you, Nolan. We are what was made. We are what was broken. We are what was given.
Well, I repeat the 3 sentences to my companions.
Do I recognize it somewhere in the Psalms of teachings of Helios or not?
No, but it is looking at you, Boris.
Oh fuck. I bravely ran away.
It is now studying each and every one of you. It stops a moment to look at Cassius, but then locks its eye on Boris.
How willing or how far am I allowed to stretch my channel divinity?
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you yes or no.
Because now it's turn on death or the holy explosion. But can I channel it more into a light beam straight into the being? And at least try and push in some Helios as counterbalance to whatever the
I
fuck
would
is
say
residing in it.
you have Guiding Bolt, for instance. That would be pure divine energy. If you want to say, I don't want to damage it, of course, you want to just send that energy, then I will allow you to do so. So, but you'll have to cast Guiding Bolt and tell me what level.
So it's not my channel divinity
No.
resource, okay. The idea would be to just install some Helios code into the booting system. Is the best way I can describe what's going on.
Yeah, you can use your magic.
So I'm just gonna shoot a 4th level guiding bolt into it.
Okay. So you don't need to roll, because the moment you begin, so it's already looking at you. You begin casting the spell, and it leaves your hands. As it reaches for the magic, and it comes to it, taken from you.
Thank Can I keep some control on the magic stream?
No,
I
it is
took it.
completely out of your hands. It vanished. The magic, as you bring it forth, it is taken from you by it. And the light enters the hands and streams around this creature. And it looks to you now and says, "You are of the givers. You come to fulfill your oath. Are you him? Are you one of his?"
Can you clarify what oath I am supposed to fulfill?
Mithundor,
I am of the power of the sun. I bring life by touching the ground. I am here to give life.
then you are one of his, or perhaps. And there's a moment where he thinks and looks, and now you see that there are runes of Helios all over this body, floating like they've been projected by light, and they float around, and it is looking at itself as they slowly fade again. Not Methandor, but you are of his kin.
Tandor. Is he speaking common now?
Yes. Has appropriated your language in a few rounds. And all magic so far that has been cast has been going towards it.
I mean, I could
As
shoot it up with a sunbeam, but that's our word of recall gone.
Go at it, man.
You see Gord vanish behind a corner for a minute, and then come running back with a bag.
Oh,
And
God.
I will,
Uh-oh.
I will first give you nourishment, and I will give him some food that I still have on me. Where's that? Rations for 6 days. I will
Okay.
give you earth, and I will give him 100 gold coins. And I will
Okay.
give you soil, and I'll give him the brown bag. That's damping a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
Come
good.
on.
Zack stront on jongens gegeven.
Hey, it's pure
Ja,
soil.
maar ik was aan het denken, hoe kan ik alle 3 dingen... Want
It's
ik heb mijn-
dwarven shit.
This is the
Soil
most
gegeven.
dwarven
Dug up
thing.
some earth from the ground
be fair.
outside, did you not?
Nee, maar dat is
Ook
dode
al-
soil, hè. Dat
Ik
is...
heb ook al aan fertilizer gedacht, maar ik kan het toch niet
Fertilizer.
My
die manier doen.
God.
Rare mensen, de gazen
Ah.
vriend.
What?
I think it's hilarious.
We
roleplay,
got
dwarf.
we got very far. We got very
I
far
didn't say
without
anything,
this.
I just gave him a brown
Yeah.
bag.
I choose to believe Gord quickly ran outside to grab some of the dirt in his bag
Yeah,
and somehow put it.
Sure.
That's how high is
Yeah.
your perception?
I don't wanna too high. Okay.
En met de gold geef ik een diamond van 100 IG.
Yeah. Right.
Voor
But that
de
might
earth
be
en het goud.
yeah, but I will just caution you that diamonds can be used for certain spells.
Yes, I'm bathing in diamonds.
Okay.
Ooh, Mr.
Why must you tempt God?
I'm not going to give you 3,000 gold back now. I mean,
So I will say, you guys want to screw around with the Lovecraftian horror? No problem. This thing will take your offerings, and you can see again it is somewhat shaping itself. You see the gold, you see the diamond now takes the spot of a second eye. And it be starting to become more detailed and looking like an amalgam of every person here. A face is starting to form, taking hold of the pearl and the eye of the diamond as an eye. And it is shaping. There's still these roots, but they are starting to look like veins. They are starting to look like muscles, like tendons that are shaping a skeleton. And it is becoming a representation of what you are.
Since we're building a Terminator, I feel like I should try and at least give it a conscience or of some sort, because it's been taken in words, and at some point it started speaking common, so it's taken.
It's assimilating at a rapid pace.
Our
Yes.
language and stuff, right? So I'll just telepathically send it some general moral principles of like, you should protect the
very
weak.
bad.
You shouldn't harm others unless it's to
It's
protect the
very bad.
weak.
What?
The team's
Då kan du
so
doen
hard.
als paladin natuurlijk. Ja.
Yeah.
I'm sending this telepathically, and then I'm building a
Sure.
little backdoor, unless Cassius tells you otherwise.
Sure. Make a persuasion roll.
I'm not doing that last one, but I am
Okay.
trying to embed
All right,
it
make a persuasion roll.
with some general principles. Persuasion, I am not particularly good at that. Nope.
Ooh.
Okay. So
tried.
there's always flaws in the 3 rules. Then, so oblivious to all of you. So it is what's talking to Boris and taking in, you are one of his kin, and then looks to Cassius as Gord now takes the offerings of Gord are shaping it, and then Cassius speaks to it, and it will return the
So I've taught it
telepathic link.
telepathy. Great.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I should have figured that out. Yeah.
It returns the telepathic link, and you are of absence. You represent what has kept me here, hidden after our destruction. Morality, weak, strong, destruction, death, all these things. You have reveled in them. And it is forcing through your mind. It is looking through you. It is looking, you see flashes of memory. You are back on that pile of corpses as a child. You are ripping through the underground of the city. You are rising up. You are murdering. You are killing. You are doing all these things. And it is reading through your brain.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That did not. Yeah, that I can see why that backfired. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's what you get when you do you roll the 1. You roll the 1.
I understand why that being is going like, you're gonna tell me how to live my life.
Yeah,
No.
indeed.
Can I
You
respond
have-
when it's doing this, or is
It will
still
first,
sorry. Yeah.
as the end of it, it will say, you have learned many lessons in a very short time, but these are lessons we have learned 1,000 times over on this world and the ones that came before.
I'll just add to it, like, I know, I just don't want you to make the same mistakes I did.
The mistakes we made, and I'll say this out loud, the mistakes we made were never our own. We have always been instructed. Is there one here who wishes to instruct?
Yes.
Again, it stands before you in the blink of an eye.
And now I turn to my party members. I think I'm trying to understand why Kixarian thinks this could be very interesting.
Is it something that does what you want? Does it merely follow any?
I instruct you to be free.
That command was once uttered. It was at the end. Yet still we roamed and followed those who instructed us before. We are given form to what our creators lacked. They were a gift of Mentandor, a form for the formless, a shape of speed for those who know no age and do not know time. I am the culmination of three, banished by the one. And now I return, and all you wish is for me to be free.
What will
This
you
world
do
is
about
still
it?
dead. Save for one place.
Do you
Show
want
us
life
what
or do you
happened.
want
There is no want, simply a need for a purpose.
Nolan, use it
Yes.
for information.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
mean, it's
yes.
there. It knows
Then
things.
show us how you came to be. Show us who is the one.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So thanks to Cassius, this all happens in your brains.
You're welcome.
Ah,
Just want to
didn't
remind
think
everyone, I'm the one who tried to tell the murder bot to not be a murder bot. Nolan was the one who's like, "Go, be free, my child, roam."
go murder bot at home. Yeah, so okay. I didn't want to do too much of a lore dump here, but here we go.
Oh boy,
I
It's
asked for it.
Nolan.
I'm Nolan.
It's
Yeah.
Nolan. Yes.
my brain hurts already.
Ah,
Oh, that's fine.
fuck!
This will frame things. So, what you see is ironically some of the things Cassius has already seen. You see a world of plenty, a utopia of nature. And Dario, you are well aware of the irony here, because it is not the nature you know. However, some of the growths, some of the corruption you have known your entire life in the Nomadar marshes look very much like what is present on this world. What you see as corruption, subversion of nature, might have simply been the nature of another place. You see these roots across continents, making structures into mountains. These are Xene, a single being of nature, still with its individuals, not truly a hive mind, but they grow, and they are. And the more complex they became, the more complex their desires. But they took their time in ages, for they grew slowly, controlled. And still, there was strife, desire, need. They grew until all other things were no more, and only Xena remained. Somewhere they found Arcana, a touch of magic. How is not quite understood. And so they restored their world by copious use of magic. Is then, in some age, when their use of magic was growing so great that they had a visitor.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Not a being of nature, but a being of metal, of earth, stone, and metal. And it tried to communicate. It taught Xene certain things. That they did not have to live in the age, in the slow ages that they had been living, but that they could create things that could live in the now, in the present, and bring their desires much quicker than they themselves would hope to do. Such a being stands before you, created in the image of the one that came to teach them. But it is through the use of these things that Xena's fate accelerated. Their use of magic expanded. These machines doing their bidding at such a pace that they could barely keep up. And so eventually, Xena used magic to take the form of that which they had created, and started living at the pace of these machines themselves, and expanding their use of magic further and further, until the swarm came to claim them. So one of the four was born, and the machines were left on a dead world.
Devoid of
Hmm.
magic.
Hmm.
I turn to my party members. Well, you all saw this, right?
Yes. So,
So, what now?
well,
Feed it or run away.
that thing is just a tool, right?
It's more than a tool. It taught magic.
No, no, no,
It,
not that thing. They created this to reflect the one that taught him.
Yeah.
This is not the one. This is the image of. This is the creation of the one.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
The one came to his world of Zine and taught them they could expand faster and faster and more and more.
Is it the one or just this thing?
This
I don't know
is
what
this
this
is
is.
something they made to reflect, to remember the one that taught them how to expand.
What
And
was
how
Yeah.
the
to
one then? Perhaps an emissary of the swarm to
I don't think so. I
to
think
grease
the
them
one
up.
It could be.
yeah,
Perhaps they want to like, if you're wanting the pig, you're gonna
You know,
feed it extra
Feed it.
hard.
cancelever.
If you want to eat it, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
exactly. That could be
yeah,
a possibility,
it could be an agent of the swarm.
but secretly.
but this is something of roots of magic that Cine himself created and left.
Now it's
Cine left this world.
Can
They
I ask
Zine
Shin
became a god because
yes,
he had to fight the swarm.
what is your current goal?
and
To observe and to wait for purpose,
What is purpose?
whatever is given.
purpose.
By
Look at
whom?
this.
by us. It asked us to give us instructions and a purpose.
Yes.
You
And it
restore this
refused
one.
when Nolan gave it its freedom.
Can we command you?
Commands are crude and limited in time. I need purpose.
Do you
You
Can
are
have
you
a
bring
looking.
name?
life to this planet?
Yes, there's so much to do. This planet is dead, devoid of so much. If you're looking for purpose, just take a glimpse. There's so much that needs to be done, so much that needs saving.
To restore this world as it is now. This is the world of Severnus. It died long ago, and the reason it is dead is still present.
The
I
swarm.
alone cannot affect that purpose of no affect that cause of death.
I
Can you
understand.
state the reason of this?
It looks at you for a moment, Boris. And it looks in an eastward direction. There are limits to what one such as me can influence. There are things beyond my creators. There are things beyond the giver. My purpose does not include self-destruction.
Well, another maybe idea. Can you show us the way to the thing that everyone's looking for, but no one knows where it is? Or have we found it?
I think we might have found it.
Dat was veel meer east dan waar wij nu zijn, hè? Dat ding.
Yep. Not east, sorry, west. Want ik heb mijn kaart verkeerd nooit. Nee,
There was
east.
only a
East,
general.
east.
East.
East is correct. East is
We
correct.
went north and then we were supposed to go east, but now we went a little bit north and then we diverted to a
So
forest
Yeah.
road, but we didn't drive
So-
because we were supposed to drive days
Yeah.
east to find
Yeah.
the thing.
So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you guys back on this map.
Yeah. So if you want purpose, this might be a first thing to start with.
Um,
Show us the way.
so there is a voice that has been calling out, a wounded voice that none have answered. They know the path to what you seek. It is not for me to give, for I would intrude upon the memory of my creators. If you wish, then my purpose is to assist you, but I am
Yes.
weak still. I can only aid in your purpose. And it's going to raise a hand. And at the very end of this temple to Xene, to the three, to water, earth, and nourishment, there is a creaking, a screeching sound of metal being bent and turned as two large spikes start raising from the ground and reaching for themselves at the very edge.
Does
A
it
portal.
resemble the gate we came through?
A gate. It is much smaller than the one you came through, but it is there. And
Okay.
with a jerking motion, you see a little bit of the light from this golem fades as it travels through the vines on the ground of this temple and reach the gate. As it suddenly erupts, and there is a gale of ice cold wind that immediately frosts this entire area. A gale that is churning from this gate. The golem reaches out its hand, and you see a protective shield, a dome, erected around this gate. Here lies your purpose.
Okay. Cool.
Do
I
I
will.
know this from one of our first sessions? I think there was a portal as well with an ice cold storm. No,
There
am I?
was. There was what was called a path to the Frostfell.
Yes. Is this the Frostfell, or do I?
You make a nature roll for me, Dario. I haven't rolled a lot this session. I think I should allow you. Okay. There's been a lot of overlapping of things. There has been worlds that are moving over each other, interacting with each other. Maybe the Frostfell is just a word for a place where things get a little closer to the place you are going.
Mm-hmm.
I look at Calendula. Always been a bit jealous.
The most
And I go
modest
to
character.
I go to the golem and I say, as of now, you are my pet. You can follow me, and I will feed you. You are my companion.
Oh boy.
It cocks
I
its
was a
head.
cool pet.
Just buy a
Yeah.
dog.
No, this is way more
No, no,
interesting.
no.
You use your mind to wield arcana. Wield it now that you are standing before me.
So I need to cast a spell.
Hmm. I guess so.
Yeah.
Go for it.
What will I cast? For fun's sake, I will cast
Dispel
this
magic.
thing.
Oh, it dies.
No, I will cast it on him, on the being, because it will probably absorb.
Okay. So again, as you cast this, the spell simply goes in energy towards the golem. And it is absorbed. It would have been cool you did this first, so it could have cast the barrier after you done this, because it would have learned it. But
That's true.
it's you see the spell in its hand, a little tiny little sphere, and it closes it. If you wish for me to come accompany you, no magic will ever leave your hands again. I have become anathema. I was taken by absence for too long, and have now become its servant.
So no. I
No,
don't
that would
think we
be. That could be problematic.
I mean, we could go beat up Kirksarian because he's just an old man if he doesn't have his magic.
That's a good idea. Just go stand by that guy while we
Yeah.
beat him to death.
Well, it could cast for me, couldn't it? But then its resources are limited.
I see Nolan thinking, I'm like, Nolan, don't do it.
You
I
keep
want an
seeing
elk. It's way more
An elk.
easy. This you love magic, you love lore magic too much. For
That's
that
the
thing
whole
to
point.
take
This
it away.
thing, it's incredible, this creature.
Is it?
Incredible enough to give up essentially your
absorbs.
own magic?
Well, it would be a sort of conduit for my magic.
Would that be
Conduit.
enough for you? Would that
I
be the
think
same?
Well, at a certain point, I can just leave it in my tower and go out
I
on
think
my
it
own.
will take everything from you
Would it
if you
do?
let it
If
too
you spend
closely.
so much time close to something that just absorbs magic, would you not suffer long-term consequences and lose your magic? Is that something you'd be willing to risk?
Hmm.
Because then you're just an old man, like you said, without magic.
Oh no, I don't want to be like Xavin.
No, you'd be worse. You'd be just an old man. Full stop.
Ugh.
This
No,
point as
that's not
well,
good.
it's about an hour. I need you all to make Constitution saving throws, please.
Interesting.
All of us.
Yeah,
Plus 3,
Belinda.
5 met een
Ja.
aura.
Ja.
Duh, of course. Plus 3, so I have 11. Sorry.
Come on.
Cassius has a 10. Oh, this is really bad.
Yeah.
Calendula and Boris are fine, but everyone else is
Dario
Yeah.
has a
fine.
7.
So, Nolan, Cassius, Gord, and Dario. I need you all to roll one of your hit die.
Oh, yeah.
Where do I find these?
Good
Hit
question.
die. It is a
Short
D6.
rest, long rest.
Yeah.
Roll.
You can click on the
Can I go
little thing.
You can click on the cogwheel.
Oh,
But
yeah,
Everybody who
roll.
failed.
Ah,
Everybody
okay.
who failed.
And a fail is not a 20, I assume.
Zie, en
Nou.
dan rol ik natuurlijk weer een 6. Do I need to add
Nice.
my Constitution bonus to that hit die, or is it just
Oh,
the
yeah.
hit die that needs
No,
to
I
be
just want a number, so I'll check. Don't worry.
Okay.
So Nolan, you lose 5 hit die until the next long rest.
God, that's a lot. So
Cassius, you lose 7. Dario, congratulations, you lose 8, and Gord, you lose 8 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 left.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm glad.
As
I
the
could only lose 6.
the cumulative effect of being near this thing has indeed drained your life essence.
Well,
How is my D20 roll higher or the same than my D8?
There is a chance.
yeah.
And what
So-
happens if we run out of hit die? Do we die?
No, then
No,
you're
but
just
we
shit out of
can't-
luck on a long rest.
We can't
But,
heal.
This
Is
is
that current hit dice or max hit dice?
current hit dice. Current
Current,
hit
right?
dice.
So
Because the effect isn't cumulative yet, right?
Okay.
I now realized I don't want this thing as a pet.
I want to get. I want.
I mean, it
Only
was kind
now.
of established that it was draining and it was taking everything from around everyone constantly. So
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Because guess what? Fucking drain the entire planet of its resources. Just saying.
Did this one do that?
Can,
No.
Not just the one, they had more.
Oh
can
yeah.
we order
Oh,
to reverse
I-
stream?
Sorry?
So
I
we're
did not
saying
get
that they
that.
built a whole bunch of machines and drained all the
Wait, wait,
resources out of their
wait.
planet in this for the sake of progress? Is that what we're
We
saying?
just need to give it a purpose. It actually drains all the resources of the planet. So why don't we just give it a purpose to reverse the stream and push it back all into the planet?
We asked it that, and it said, "I cannot do that. There's something preventing me from doing that. I am also just one thing, and it is far too hard for me." Right?
And it also said it wouldn't actively look for its own destruction.
Right. So we
Yes.
It
jump in
has-
through the portal and get the fuck out of here before it.
Yes,
actually
before we
drains our
do
hit
that,
points.
I will put my boots of the
Questions, though.
Winterlands on.
I have questions. Namely,
Yes.
where does the portal lead, and what happens to the dudes who are outside with their
Yeah, that
cars?
was-
Well, I will say that because of this large building, it is large enough that you can take your vehicles with you. Right? You can
Ah.
take everyone and drive through the portal.
Do we know if the portal leads to somewhere else on Severnus or our home plane, or is that just unclear?
We can
It
ask.
said towards your goal.
Okay.
To the east, yeah. It's a shortcut.
Always to the east.
Yes, but is our goal our
We were going to the thing, but
intentional
there's
goal or the goal that we should be going for and don't realize?
the goal that Kirksarian sent us for that we cannot give to him.
Is that our true goal, though?
We were trying to
Well.
prevent Kirksarian from getting it.
Are we
Yes.
though? Because
Well, the answer it responded to was when you said you wanted to restore the world, this planet. Said it couldn't do that. And from that, extrapolated.
what's preventing us, and then
Yeah.
So in we go.
do we bring our posse of
Yes.
traumatized dudes and
Yes.
Yes. We will not leave them
vehicles
here.
with mounted
will-
guns?
We might have to feed on them if
I
because we
would-
gave all our rations away. So
I'm assuming we have a druid that can cast Goodberry at some point, right?
No, I don't.
I'm not sure if this druid is any useful to has any use to
Well,
us.
then we're hungry for today, and then you swap out your spells tomorrow, and then we have food tomorrow. right?
Oh right, you can do that. You're a druid.
That's a
yes,
that's
of
a
course I
druid can
can.
do, right?
You
That's
can
why I
also
don't-
prepare.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why I
You
don't
know,
have
let's
any
just
spells for
consider
this
our options
occasion.
before we start looking at who we're going to eat first.
Yes. Let's inform the
I thought about
Rangers.
this.
After
There's,
eating
there's
boards.
barely any
Oh,
meat
wait,
on
I
me,
can create
Cassius.
food.
Let's just inform the Rangers that we found a shortcut to the destination we're going to.
Right.
They are
Looks
under
like
our command. Just tell them either you
Yep.
fucking die here because we're gone, or you drive with us.
I would
It's
try to
just-
keep relations more positive than
More
that.
jovial than that, yes.
yeah.
Yes.
I'll go out the door and say, "Look like meat's back on the menu, boys." No,
No.
no.
I feel like come with me if you want to live is not
It's the
super
military. They're used to
calming.
taking orders. Maybe
Not
utilize
from a
it.
bunch of weirdos, which is what
So
we
the
are.
captain was inside, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
And
They
Captain
tried.
is a
They
wild
were like this
he's
close to shooting
normal.
us an
I
hour
mean, he's
ago.
not being
Well,
charmed.
they're near Gord.
Yes. Well,
The
as long
captain
as
is the last person to trust at this
okay,
point in time.
captain, that portal will show us the way to where we want to go. Just it will bring us there much faster. Are you alright to send your men and the vehicles through that portal?
We're everything but alright.
Well,
We've been clearly exposed. I've heard things, I've seen things in my mind. I've seen the fall of a world, and I remember parts of that myself. You've revived some kind of robot that is
Jeez.
building itself and shaping itself, and
Look,
it's created a
you
portal, and you want us to follow through?
what you are
Yes.
going through, I've been there. I've been exploring this for longer than you have, and I understand your sentiment. I really do. This is
Our
new for me as
mission,
well.
our mission states that we have to find something.
Well, that's your mission right there, because it's over there.
I am not clear of head because I believe what this thing has told us. And I'm starting to wonder about a lot of things. So let's gear up.
Yes.
We can
Focus on the mission.
take the portal back, right?
Yes.
We can, but we have other ways of getting back
Yeah.
anyway.
I can teleport you. No worries.
I was
How
not
many
going to
people?
say it that explicitly.
We'll use
We will
technology.
get back.
It's
For
like
now,
a 0.9%
for
chance.
you and your men, it would be best to leave this place as soon as possible, because this thing and this building, this presence, is getting to you. And the further you're away from it, the better you'll be.
All right.
True, it makes sense.
A lot of us signed up knowing this would be a one-way trip anyway. Not a lot of rangers make it back.
I will do everything in my power to make it a trip we all get back from.
What a hell of a power it turned out to be.
We have
All right,
not
guys,
seen it.
suit up. And she looks at the golem that's still simply standing there at idle. We won't desecrate this place by driving through it.
No.
And it just looks, your soul, you are lost children of what was lost here. You are of this place, if you wish it to be. I have seen your thoughts, your memories, the place you call home. It is an empty place. Sterile. You are being led to your oblivion, much like we were. And the captain just stands there. Okay, let's
Ignore
start
it
the
for now.
engines. Let's yeah.
Same setup as before.
The guys in the back car are like, Sure. Can we have one? Can we?
I don't know.
Can,
Maybe I'll join them. Yeah, maybe I'll join
can
them.
we have one of the main characters, please?
Yes, I'll join.
We need some plot armor.
I'll join them.
What
Yeah.
jokes, man? What are the main characters? What's this doing?
So then Nolan will be alone in a car, or someone will join Nolan, and I'll.
Yeah.
I can handle my own.
I mean, there are.
How are they looking, by the way?
They're
Like hit points and. they have some constitution?
they're hurt, but they're not
Isn't this a short rest?
incapacitated.
Would that help?
Sure. The short rest will have helped, and they would have, gotten
I mean,
on
we
their
could
feet a little
do-
bit. But yeah,
We could do 1-3-1, or we could do 2-2-1 in our
Let's just keep the setup
splits in
we
the
have.
cars.
Don't make it more complicated.
I
than
want to
it
be
is.
with either Nolan or Boris, who can teleport us out of here.
Ah,
How about we keep the setup the same, but the car not as last?
we're just
Yep,
doing the same
put him in the
setup as
middle.
before.
okay.
It worked before, why wouldn't it now?
It
Maybe
worked.
it's
Well, let's.
very
It worked. Let's
And if
go.
they die,
You didn't
Ghost,
die,
it
did
worked.
you? Half of them scarred for life. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
sure. but-
All right.
We've been marked by an elder god. How are you doing? Hey.
Bye for me.
At least
I'm
you're not the
marked by thing
representative of
that's giving them
absence.
power. Deal
Uh,
with
Just
that,
drive,
son
bro.
of a bitch.
Can I ask the robot, do you have a name?
Oh, right.
ChatGPT.
None was given. We simply follow purpose.
It doesn't have a name.
Just tell it to
God.
go east and suck up the
God,
dog.
he needs a name.
Would you like a name?
Oh no, here we go.
We do not understand this query.
Then it doesn't matter, I guess.
Just give it a name. Just give it a name. I know you want to. Just
Nee,
give it one.
ik wou gewoon weten of het een naam had.
We are of Zenith.
Do you have purpose now? Or
Sucking our lifeblood. Get the fuck out of here.
We have been given freedom. Our purpose is then our own. We shall still assist you if required, to the best of our ability. But first, we must regain our strength. We are weak and broken. We thank you for your offerings.
well, best of luck. I hope we're friends.
But
And I'll
regaining strength means
head.
absorbing this planet.
Just energy, I guess. We all absorb energy in form of food. This creature does the same. It just might require some more.
Okay.
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 So, you all gather up. The vehicles are repaired to the best of their ability. And you set forth through this temple of three lost Xene gods, and ride through to a portal raised by a golem, fed with your memories, your belongings, and sometimes expulsions, shaped it into something that reflected all of you in shape, and now have given it a will of its own to do what it pleases on the dead world of Severnus.
Apparently. I think we
That
need to
city-
reconsider
that
our
city is-
choices.
That city is so fucked.
If you say it like that, it seems like a bad choice we made.
Choices have
He's
been
just gonna
made. I'm not
Sit
a
in the
judge.
sofa watching Netflix all day.
Like, oh fuck, they're gone. Jesus Christ.
And somebody told you to save the planet. What? I'm like immortal, and this planet's been dead
Yeah.
for like 10,000 years. One more episode is not gonna make a difference here.
Let's be honest. Even if we had just talked there for 1 hour, the thing would have come alive because it was already draining our
Yeah.
life energy as
Yeah.
we entered the fucking
Yes.
temple. So we did it.
But
We
you've
survived now.
it's a
significantly sped it
Build-A-Bear.
up.
It's a Build-A-Bear.
Only
Custom
using
made
our
character.
our life energy as stuffing. So bull.
Yes.
Yeah.
And well done
Fun.
for that. Ah. You could have just walked away from the encounter, that's fine. You create the portal was created, the barrier is holding back the gale force winds. You enter the vehicles, close them up, seal the carriage itself, and drive through. Rest we will see next session.
Mhm.
Yes, exciting.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, we did good today.
You learned a
That's
lot.
what I expected. Yeah.
We
I
did
don't
a
know.
thing.
I learned about gods within gods. I'm like
Yeah.
Inception.
It's gods all the way down, boy.
They are cultures. They were worlds that came together in a single avatar to fight the swarm. And it happened 4 times, almost 5.
Yeah.
So, with that, you enter a dark void beyond the portal. And in your wake, you still hear running water and soil slowly expanding. And the roots of this temple continue on. It's not about good or bad. There is a beautiful gray neutral zone here. And we'll see what the consequences are.
We're gonna
So,
come back, and instead of a dead planet, it's gonna be a jungle with God knows what inside.
there are still opposing forces on this world, as they have always been. Because this planet has seen some things. Anyway, I'm going to stop the stream.